Гледате Еврозум, гости во ова издание на Еврозум е подпредседателот на групата на европските социјалисти во Европскиот парламент Либор Ручек. Mr. Ручек, welcome to my program.
Thank you for inviting me.
My first question is about the progress report issued by the European Commission and the recommendation for Macedonia, fifth recommendation in row for Macedonia to start the negotiation. What do you expect this time?
I do expect that Macedonia will follow the recommendations, because I think the report is fair, the recommendations are the right ones. What is now needed, it's a discussion and consensus within Macedonia. And by that I mean a discussion between the ruling party and the opposition, so that the political people, also the public, the citizens, should know, what has to be done, and all political parties, major political parties, should work towards that goal. No matter who is in government, who is in opposition.
It's about what is going to happen in the European Council. Is there any chance the European Council is allowed Macedonia this time to start a negotiation, having in mind that the Greece?
Of course, that's a crucial question, because we have this situation for the last 3, 4, 5 years. Whether this will happen this time, I wish it would happen. I wish, and it's also my message and message of my group to our Greek colleagues, it is in interest of not only of Macedonia, but also of Greece, of Europe, that we don't create some sort of, black hole in middle of the Balkans. So it's important for everybody that there is stability, that there is a cooperation, cross-border cooperation, because all that is needed also for the economic development.
At the end of the day, the question is whether there is enough political will among the, let's say, the important or most influential member states to push Greece or to make some pressure under the Greece in order to accept the recommendation of the Commission for starting negotiation. Is there any political will?
I can't talk. I think there is political will. You can see in many capitals. But I can't talk for. I can't speak for the Council. I can't speak for member state.
You think that anybody caring?
And that's our constant message.
Yeah.
To Greece, also to our socialist colleagues in Greece.
Yeah.
It's in everybody's interest. Let's help Macedonia, because the country was, let's look at the development in the last 20 years. There was conflict all over, all around Macedonia, but not in Macedonia. So the country, did great job. And it should be realistic, not only because of this.
Do you think that something is going to take care in Prague right now and till December about the problem of Macedonia and Greece, having in mind that you have an election, your domestic question, and
of course, not only in Prague, but in most capitals. Politicians are busy, are preoccupied with the financial and economic crisis. That's no doubt. With high unemployment. If we look to Greece, 26% unemployment, more than 50%, among the young ones. So, and we can see similar type of situation in Italy, Portugal, Spain, and so on. So the politicians are preoccupied with solving these problems. But we shouldn't forget, and the presentation of the progress reports, should contribute to that we shouldn't forget about other issues as well. And this is very, very important one.
What's about the leverage of your political group, European Socialists, to make some pressure under the European Council? What's your leverage?
As I said, that's our message. But also the fact of life is that we the socialist, social democratic parties, we don't have majority in the council. We are working on that goal, and we step by step we will get there. I'm confident that by next year we will have the majority there. But up till now, that's not the case.
What do you do in order to help your social democrat colleagues in Macedonia? What's your engagement? I mean,
I
we see the extraordinary solidarity within the group of European People's Party, and the Weimar or ruling party in Macedonia is a member of this group, and we see an obvious solidarity of many EPP MPs with ruling party in Macedonia, which is not the case at all when we see what's going on with the Social Democrats.
It's not that complete. It's not completely true. I was in Macedonia 3 weeks ago with my colleagues. This week we had a group of social democratic members of the parliament, from all over Southeast Europe, Western Balkans, including Radmila Sekerinska and other friends from the Albanian sister party, from the Macedonian sister party. So, and we did the same in the past. We try to help and bring our colleagues together, not only from Macedonia but from all over the region, and we are successful. Look at the relations between, let's say, Albania and Montenegro, between Albania and Serbia. So there is certain progress. As far as Macedonia is concerned, again, my colleagues will go there in the next week or two. We discuss and we agree that next year we will all go to Skopje. Members of the European Parliament from the Social Democratic Group, but also our friends from Serbia, Albania, Montenegro, Bosnia, in order to express our solidarity and support. So we know that the situation for our friends in Skopje is not easy. Their life is in opposition when they have one dominant ruling party which controls the media, and almost everything is not easy. So we want to help, and we will be helping.
What's the perspective of the social democratic ideas in Europe? We see the raising of the extreme right. I mean, all different political colors, but there is something which is going wrong with the leftist idea in general. It looks like you lost the contact with your basis.
It is true. If we look back 3 or 4 years ago, that the Social Democrats, we had only 3 or 4 prime ministers in all then 27 countries. Now we have about 11. So we are on the way up. There is socialist president in France, there is socialist prime minister in Italy. SPD will be part of the Grand Coalition in Germany. We had elections in Austria. Again, the Social Democrats won. We will have elections in the Czech Republic next week. The Social Democrats, we will win. So step by step, we are regaining the ground, because the people can see finally, what happened in Europe. What were the causes of the financial crisis? Not everywhere, the state was wasteful.
Do you think that you have a right response on the serious challenges of the new time, let's say?
I think we do. In contrast to conservatives, and that's also the reasons why they are now, with some exception, like in Germany, losing elections. Our response is yes, of course. It's it's your personal money. If you have a business or if you run a state, you have to be fiscally responsible. There is no doubt. But the restrictions that were imposed on many countries in the last few years, that was the wrong medicine. Because instead of improving the situation, the situation in many countries got worse. And above all, the unemployment is high. So that's why, for instance, in Greece, we have this situation where the nationalists were the far right. The Golden Dawn is gaining position. So as you said, in some countries, take France as an example, yes, unfortunately, the far right parties will increase their position. But I don't think that this is the answer.
And in
the
Czech
problem.
Republic, you win, you said.
In Czech Republic, we will win. In Czech Republic, luckily, we don't have any far-right party or any party that would be in the parliament after the next election.
Okay, Mr. Rучек, thank you very much for...
I thank you very much for the invitation.
Това беше господинът Ручек, подпредседател на групата на европските социалисти во Европскиот парламент. Ви благодарам за вниманието и внимание.